Alrighty, let's go and get started. So, there we are. And yep, I'm mowed the lawn already. But I wanted to make this video so that way you can see the C3algo trades. And so hopefully that this works out. So yesterday there wasn't that many. There was seven. There's more trade opportunities, but seven of them worked out. So I'm just gonna show you those seven. Okay. Alrighty. Let's start with this. The first one that came about was actually mm, this guy right here. This would have worked out. We didn't get the parse on it because the price didn't drop all the way down, but it did come all the way down and then settled in here for a nice little win. Let me see if I expand this out for us a little bit. So if you're just tracking along, and again, I checked uh, all the rules, made sure everything was okay to be able to take this trade. So I would have been in at this little blue cross, blue star at 506. Price did pass through it. You made some good money on this one. So that was number one. The next one that I was looking at wasn't for another hour later. There wasn't that many today. I mean, there was more, but that did followed all the rules. Just wasn't that many. 951. This was an easy one to take all day long. And so again, the Blue Cross was here. Price comes shooting up all the way past it. And so if you look at the time, it says 951, 952. So right there you have two trades back to back of the seven. We got five more to go. And I usually look always between the hours of 5 a.m. to 1 p.m. So 8 hour time period. So hopefully you try to catch one of these things in that time. I usually do go for more contracts and a bigger take on these guys. Let's see. The next one that did work was actually this guy right here. Got it at 575. The price dropped down another $5 over 20 ticks, and so my average take on these guys about 14 to 16 ticks. This would have made great money here too. 1029 didn't work, but I do believe the next one that popped up was 1034. Even though this one got kind of thin, but this candle actually came in at 52.75 and then dropped pretty significantly lower before the next 30 seconds went back up. And so there we have it. So we have one, two, three, four trades, and they all happened within, well, three of them happened within about 30, 40 minutes. And the first one was clear out there. Like I said, it was a long day, tons of trades with the other options to trade. That's why I like three options, because hopefully you usually catch one, two, if not all three of them. Uh, so, but this definitely has the highest percentage of wins overall. You still have occasional loss, but high percentage wins. Let's see. There's 1034, 1039. The rules kept me out of this guy. This one actually did work out. It got you in, and on the 30-second chart, there was a smaller down movement, and then the next 30 seconds is this big movement right here. And so it would have got me in at 58.75. It did drop, oh geez, $7. So that's like, it was 20, 30 ticks easy. And I probably gotten definitely 14 and then probably some more of that. Like I said, I averaged on the low side 14, about 16 ticks is what I average for this particular trade. And then with the amount of contracts I traded, it's pretty significant. The next one is actually this guy here. It looks kind of messy from just looking on the onset, but when you were trading it, you would have been had a buy order at 1675. It did passed it pretty good, and so would have definitely made money on this one. Not even a question about it. And then the final one that we have going on, we're looking at the final trade right here. And so just wanted to talk to you just briefly a second. Now, remember, trading is extremely volatile. It's you have to avoid the emotional side of it. I had Roger sitting with me next to me this morning, yesterday morning, and he did pretty well. He made a little over 4 grand, um, which is fantastic. Yeah, but he goes up and down, and so I like when he sits next to me, and especially if you hear me talk. I always don't show my trades because for me, I'm always like, ah, crap, I hate to lose. With everyone listening too, and I direct everyone because usually people follow what I do, and then they'll trade too. That's why I try to show you these trades so that way you can learn from what I'm doing behind the scenes and kind of anticipate it. So okay, so this next trade's at 1259. This was a nice trade too. Easy 14, 16 ticks. I do trade a lot of contracts because the high percentage of win on these guys is pretty good. Oh, if I do want to mention this too, because this uh, trade algorithm works best when it's not super choppy. So if the market's super choppy, we want to avoid this trade. I believe it was on Thursday. A lot of major announcements. The major announcements came out. Market was all over the place, choppy. This trade's rough to can be wrong on those days. And I actually have a program that's I'm sitting in the background that will just keep you out of the trade, just won't trade that day. And because we're manually clicking the button, you have to remember if it's super volatile and there's a lot of major announcements, just stay out of that particular trade. Some can work, but also too, you get burned on this one. This one definitely bites you if you're wrong here. So, because I have a 40 tick stop loss. So, anyways, guys, those are the trades for today. Just 7 winning trades that followed all the rules and all the filters, kept you out of the others. There wasn't that many, but these seven you would have taken and made money with all of them. So, yeah, definitely would have been a good day if you would have had opportunity to take those trades. I didn't take all of them. I think I took one. I took the earlier one, the 951 trade, and that's the only one I took for the day. Then I was done for the day. So. All right, that's all I got for you guys. Well, have a great weekend. I'll see you next time. Say your prayers while we trade because we all need it. Okay, talk soon. Bye bye.